is an emergency.
Xenogears. I found a copy of Xenogears. Get it. I have it. I have every Xeno game except for Freaks. And we'll get to you in a moment. Uh I guess technically the big crossover games, the ones with which Cosmos appears in. You got it. Uh you are unfamiliar with Xenogears somehow, which I guess it shouldn't be isn't surprising. Um oh hey, no, no, stop. I I gotta get a bit used to things. I'm playing with a PlayStation 2 controller, which means I have sticks that don't do anything because PlayStation 1 didn't have any. Yes, we are playing this on official hardware, official game release. I have the discs. Actually, I should grab the instruction booklet. Give me 1 second. Oh, hey, stop. Yes, we know you're the Alpha and the Omega. I've tried to. Okay, so Xenogears, start a game, memory card. Uh, Purpose. The Eldridge, a gigantic interplanetary immigrant spacecraft suffering a sudden ship-wide systems malfunction on the monitors that warned of the ensuing danger. A mysterious shadow flickered, but for an instant before the crew could respond. Someone or something had taken control over the entire ship. As the passengers and crew attempted to evacuate, the spacecraft's own laser cannons coldly turned and shot them down. Captain had no choice but to activate the ship's self-destruct mechanism. In a flash of light, the spacecraft fell to a nearby planet. Born from the fallen wreckage, she slowly arose. Her long hair blowing in the wind as her eyes reflected uh, dawn's breaking light, reflecting the start of the day that God and humankind fell to earth. Hey, Ellie, Petron, Bartholomew, Billy, Rico. Save data. Main menu. Oh, there's a status. Is that? That's good to know. Abilities, moves. Wild Towns and Village, Fields and Dungeon. Shops. Compass. World map. Yeah, seems pretty standard for. Okay. Combat's different. Alright. Let's start. And we'll learn as we go. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last.
This is an emergency. Level 1 alert.
Omega-1 restarting. Alpha-1 genome restructuring. Confirming exon replacement. Base code 85 million. 100 million. Its speed is overwhelming. Alpha-1 to raise your central. Access confirmed. Initializing fake net. Disconnected. Activating emergency shelter. Denied. Contamination is spreading widely. Captain.
Cut off the cables manually.
Roger. Activating self-destruct bolts. Confirming. No good, nothing happened. Omega-1, they are attacking. We can't stop them. 98% of our weapons have been taken over. The autopilot system Faust has been accessed, and its phase space logic is being rewritten. Ergo area is increasing. An internal plane is forming. Switching to space displacement mode. Alpha-1, confirming transfer of coordinate codes. Coordinates input, coordinate NX128, EZ061. The main planet.
Damn. So they're planning on attacking. Engine room. Activate the emergency sealing system. Engine room. Engine.
Go.
See that all civilians and passengers are safely transported to the escape shuttles. I will send a dispatch after evacuation is complete. I am evacuating the ship. All of you, evacuate now.
Evacuate. Evacuate. Evacuate the ship immediately. All passengers please board the shuttles in a calm and orderly fashion.
shall be as gods. What the? I have some general knowledge on this game, mostly because I've played the other games and heard people talk about this game in comparison to those. So I know there's a lot of stuff from Xenoblade 3 that originates here. Continent of Ignis, in the northern hemisphere of our world. On this, the largest continent, a war has been raging between two countries for hundreds of years. In the north of the continent lies the Kislev Empire. In the south lies the desert kingdom of Ave. War has gone on for so long, the people have forgotten the cause, knowing only the pointless circle of hostility and tragedy. A&A, Kevis and Agnes. It's all Xenoblade 3! Chronic war obsession soon took to encounter a devastating change. This was due to the ethos, an institution that preserves our world's culture, repairing tools and weapons excavated from the ruins of an ancient civilization. Once both countries excavated these ruins and had the ethos repair their discoveries in order to increase their military power. Ethos is the word they used because they were worried about the word church. Various weapons excavated from the ruins greatly changed the form of warfare. The outcome of the battles between the two countries was no longer determined by man-to-man combat, but by gears, giant humanoid fighting machines that were obtained from deep within the ruins. After countless swings in the state of the war, Kislev gained the upper hand. The major factor behind this lay in the enormous difference in the amount of resources buried within their ruins. Suddenly, a mysterious military force appeared in the continent of Ignis, called Gebler. This force decided to make contact with Ave. The assistance of this Gebler military force, Ave was able to recover from being hopelessly outnumbered to being back on an even standing with Kislev. Then, taking further advantage of its newly gained momentum, Ave started to capture one territory after another from Kislev, showing no indication of slowing down in their invasion campaign. of Lahan, on the outskirts of Ave near the border with Kislev. Where it all begins. Ah! One down. What on earth are you? No matter how often I knock you down, you still get up. Hey, stop! You must stop fighting here! Ah, why are you resistant? Why did it have to come to this? That about does it. For a short break. Whee! Oh. The spider web. Boing. Hey, you're looking well today. I like how time flies by. It has already been 3 years since you came to our village. When they first saw you brought in all bloody and soaking to tell you the truth, they didn't think you were gonna make it. A strange masked man who carried you the other day. Do you think that maybe he was your real father? Do you remember anything? You say you had terrible nightmares and constantly called out for your father. Who is it? Who are you? You want me to look after this boy? But now you're so healthy and strong. It's all thanks to it. Our village sheep queen. You should be grateful. These are some nice paintings. That is. I switched O and X for some reason. Of course, with the HP. You know, Faye, I'm sure that our village thinks of you as his own grandson. Not having any family for all those years and living on his own for so long. That's why he cares so very dearly about you. He'd never do anything that would break his poor old heart. I promise me that, Faye. Yo, hi there, Faye. Sorry for us using your house like... We'd like about the big day tomorrow with the village chief. Tomorrow, huh? Your wedding with Alice. That's a big day? Yeah, right. This doesn't really hit me as reality, though. Hey, Timothy, just want to thank you, both you and Alice. 3 years ago, I woke up in this village without a trace of my memory. I didn't know who I was, where I had been, or what I had been doing up until that day. Couldn't recall a single thing. Right, that you and Alice sympathized with me and encouraged me to go on. Knew you hadn't been there for me, I don't know what would have become of me. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. You and Alice better live happily ever after. But really, yeah, you don't have to go and get all mushy on me. Anyway, to me it feels like I've always been friends with you ever since we were kids. We won't go on being friends forever, right? Of course. But could you stop by and check on Alice? I still have stuff to discuss with my old man and the village chief. I'm sure she'll be glad to have some company. Sure, I'll do that. Anyway, I'll see you later. I really am really looking forward to the ceremony tomorrow. Those are death flags if I've ever seen one. There, Faye. Timothy is a really lucky boy to be able to raise such a beautiful girl like Alice. Hope you come up with some embarrassing tales to tell in your speech. Whether to be happy or sad, our little Alice is going to become someone's wife. Yes, they would come. This is the worst part of bringing up a little girl. You, Faye, you're in the middle of discussing Timothy and Alice's wedding arrangements. Why don't you bring your girlfriend or two home once in a while? Just because you live with an old man like me doesn't mean you have to hold back now, you hear? And when I was young as you are, it seemed like every day I would... Never mind. I still have important things to discuss, so don't get in the way now. There you are. Faye, there's something to talk to you about. Hello there, Dan. You're lively today. As you are every day. Man, don't be so rude. What's this barging in and all? Timothy's here too. Now, Timothy, did you marry my sister? You have nothing to do with me at all. I have some business here. My friend Faye. Anyway, Faye, I said to talk to you about later. What is it? Man, it sounds serious. Yeah, that's why I can't talk about it in here. There's a certain person listening who could cause us trouble. Really important. We gotta talk. Seriously. One-on-one, man-to-man. I've been hanging around outside, so I'll see you there later. In here, Timothy. Take care of yourself until tomorrow. Man. What's up with him? So tomorrow I'm gonna be that kid's brother-in-law. Ha! That part isn't gonna be no honeymoon. Hey, maybe you can help. Have you seen Dan around here somewhere, getting up to his usual mischief? I was saying she needed something for him. With Brett, like him, possibly related to Alice Oak. Oh. Listen, Timothy's wedding tomorrow is the talk of the town. Is this to be expected, though? It is one of life's biggest events. Everyone of this village are born, raised, and buried, and live out the rest of their lives here. There's just some happiness in that, but I've been thinking from time to time. Sometimes I wish I were born a man so I could travel the world and live an ever-changing life. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, that is weird. Oh. Really? Do you mean it? Ha! I knew it. You'd say that for me, Faye. Yeah, this is my very own homemade, a bear cow's alcohol. A bear cow's love it. Try it out sometime. Bear cow. Yo, Faye, Elsa got pretty, huh? Look at that, Elsa. I'm thinking you were always together. Yeah. Good. Hey, are you ready to talk? As you know, tomorrow is finally the day of my sister's wedding. So I want to talk to you about exactly that. Alice's marriage. To be perfectly honest with you, I've always wished you could have been my brother. But not too late. You could go steal Alice and run off with her. If you need me to help, I'd be glad to help too. Would it be odd for me to say this? My sister's beautiful and a good cook. Just between you and me. Alright, go for it. What? That's a bit much. What are you talking about, man? Timothy and Alice are both my best friends. You know I can't do that. You know that. Change your mind. Legs again has a great deal of trouble. To go and have Dr. Uzuki take a look and see if he can help me. During his task to go up that mountain path to visit the doctor. Must be getting old. He was eccentric. Why would you live up on a mountain peak like that? You should move closer to the village. But you're gonna visit the doctor? Ask him to move closer to our village for us. There's so many people. Young one, beware, I can see it. There is a dark and icy wind that blows where you are going. The wind that nurtures grief and resentment inviting death from which there is no salvation. No one will be able to escape from it, but you, and only you, must eventually face up to that dark wind. Just kidding. I always wanted to try saying that. Did I scare you? I'm really sorry. The waste rumors said that the Southern Desert is buried treasure all over the place. There's hundreds of people who are trying to strike it rich, digging up everywhere. This strike could make you totally rich. Again, you can never tell how much of it is the truth. Life, it sounds to be good to be true, it usually is. Bah. Hey, how's it go? Any drinks? Kids, you know, you're a good-year-old. Here's Black Moon Forest. Make it through there, you'll come to Ava, the greatest land of fire. You're wasting the time here in this little country village where I ought to go to Ava and work there. You're rich in no time. Hey? I'll get these in the SC kit. Joke. Which I'm hearing. Anyway. Me drinking at midday, not be drinking. What would you know? You don't know how I feel? You want to know. Wait up. Give you this. Take it. No use for it. Don't worry about it. Just take it. It goes to the depths of the sea. Teardrop shaped by a mermaid. It's carefree stuff. Dangerous beasts and some fire-eating lizards make their home there. Fire-eating lizards? That's more scary than fire-breathing lizards, or are they... For you to stay away from them. Anything else I can only live together with my family. Just the two of us. Right beyond the Black Forest lies the great kingdom of Ava. Got a big capital city with lots of people living there. My father's working somewhere. My father's going to pick mother and me up. We can all live together in Ava. Father, please come home soon. I'm getting a bad feeling about this whole town. Especially with that interesting, because I think that was a flash forward, not a flashback. Could walk into a wall. Talking about? You gonna see Alice? Just because we don't let anyone in to see the bride today. Hello, Faye. Have you gone to visit Alice? She's upstairs right now. Does time fly? It's already been 10 years since my brother and his wife passed. We did our best to raise the two children in their place. Now, as far as Alice is concerned, I can probably say my job is done. I But Timothy will take care of her from now on. Now it's left to Stan. We'd have a hard time raising him to adulthood. Sigh. Oh, Alice, is that your wedding dress? Oh, Faye, you startled me. It is, I just finished it. Took more work than I expected. You did a great job there. You look wonderful on you, Alice. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah. Oh. What is it? Oh, nothing. See? Oh, yes, that's right. Hey, have you seen Dan? He's outside, bragging as always. That kid, I told him that I had an errand to run for him to run. Yeah, what kind of errand? Her wedding ceremony tomorrow. I was hoping he could go borrow a camera and some lights from Dr. Uzuki up on the mountain peak. That's all it is. I'd be glad to do it for you. Would you? Oh, but I couldn't possibly. Don't worry. It's no problem. Anyway, it doesn't exactly make me feel comfortable having Dan handle such delicate instruments. What's more, I might have a chance to eat some of Yumi's cooking if I go to the doctor's place. That's my Faye. I'll go up there now and get them for you. Oh, Faye, wait. Is there something else you want me to get from the teacher? This time. You had been only been born in this village, and if we had only known each other early on. It's nothing. I'm sorry. I think I'd better get going now. Okay. Careful on that mountain path. Give my regards to Dr. Uzuki. Hey? Foolish. Who am I kidding? Go back for Timothy. No one wants him and Alice together, it seems. Everyone's like, oh, Faye, the wonderful person, the most perfect person who could have ever lived. Is it exciting? This is my life too. Nowhere. Oh, it's you, Faye. What'd you want? At my age, I've been able to live in peace. So I'll probably live to be 100. Ha 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 ha. Oh no! Don't waste perfectly good food like that. You, Faye. You're going to consider you a proud member of the Han community. Probably come back one day. Your ability to paint and you do martial arts rather well, I hear. Because your body remembers these things. There's so many people to talk to! And they have so much fun. Those consultants can teach you all about things. Good, good. You're lucky you came just at the right time. But the memory cube, the note hesitant to ask me, Alright, good show. That's spirit. Perfectly smart and pronounced. However, those ears and carve every word I say into that tiny brain of yours. Begin by explaining how to save your adventure. Normally, you can open up the menu screen by pressing the square button. From there, you can select the file option and simply follow the directions to save. However, when you're in town or a dungeon, you can only save at designated memory cube areas. Without a cube, you can't save. Long story short, this Bob Big Spinning Thing's memory cube. Okay, well, let me explain it once more. So you're listening then. Spinning and bobbing thing here is a memory cube as I just spoke about. Fearlessly stand inside of the cube's area and calmly and composedly open up the menu screen. From there, you'll be able to save into a memories file as per normal. Especially in dungeons and other areas. As soon as you see one of these, you should save without hesitation. You never can tell what may happen next. Outside on the world map, you can save anywhere you like. Probably. If you don't want to wind up crying later, make sure you save frequently. That's it for my concise summary. Did all understand, did you? Leave it a 2-year-old... what? Monkey? Could understand my fantastic explanation. 120%, right? Oh, such a genius. Hey, jeez. Not the excuses to be a man pay up. Where is the seat? You could spin the world around with me. Wish I like to see things we weren't able to before. Wants to be lost, there's no need to rush, is there? We'll study a lot of them recently. Hear what I have to say? For young and good, now listen up. The shot ability you have is one of the many mysterious powers related to ether and chi. Not everyone has talents to use such powers. People are each born with differing innate abilities. An individual does have the gift, increasing their level will give birth to many more powerful abilities. Yay, money! Buy some pencils and books with that. You know there are 3 strength levels for their attacks. Weak, strong, fierce. Death blow skills are special chains of attacks. First, use some weak or strong blows to knock your foes off balance, and then end with a fierce to do some major damage. Okay, so it's like Break in Xenosaga, I see. Option. There are times when use all your action points. It is like Xenosaga, I see. I can already tell that this oh, I just realized the painter. Oh, I see. They knew what they were doing in 3. I get it now. I get it. The general store. Country, so we can't complain too much. Alice is getting Maui. Doesn't mean you have to be sad. Very welcome. This club I'm approaching. Is the Omega Soul cheaper than the Rose Soul? I think I've talked to everyone now. Random encounters, I see. It's very pretty. Ooh. Oh, I see. They put I see. I'm getting the feel for it. I kind of wish I had the an ability to throw on like an old TV screen filter. Guzuki is over the bridge and up to the north. That's a person. Hello, person. Oh, it's you, Faye. Looks like you collapsed from the heavy rain we had recently. Alright, Faye, you can do a big jump to get across. I'm too scared. Buttons. Oh, he's got little... It's nice. Just at time, so is it... Oh, yay! Oh, for a second I had this moment of panic, like, oh no, is this a Fire Emblem-esque level up system where things happen randomly? But I'm hoping that's not, because that always stresses me out whenever the level up is the HP, or like the stat level up is random. No deceased, please. to this side house. I'm going to guess that we have to open that sometime later. Midori? Feed the birds later. Faye, welcome. Hello, Yui. Where's Doc? Husband is tinkering with his junk out in the backyard. Could have guessed. Doesn't he ever get sick of playing with that stuff? Okay. I'll go out to the backyard and see if I can find him. There's a bunch of rooms. I wish to see what is inside. There's... the time we started, I'm guessing. So that would be the forest and then the desert beyond. Where are you, Doc? What's going on? Oh, this is no good. Why do they use such inferior parts? This is why their intervention Other... Doc, so that's where you were. Oh, Faye, good to see you. You alright, Doc? What are you doing all the way up there? I would try to restore the land crab. Oh, that explosion was nothing to worry about. It happens all the time. Could you wait a while? I'm about to get ready to call it a day. Yes, there is something interesting in the storeroom. Why not take a look? Okay, Doc, I will. Please hurry up. It'll get dark before you know it. What Doc was talking about? Let me see. What's so interesting about it? is a very interesting thing to see. What is this? Music? Heard it before somewhere. Not bad, huh? Again, Faye, sorry to keep you waiting. Because mysterious thing. Sometimes it makes people remember things that they do not expect. Many thoughts, feelings, memories, things almost forgotten. Regardless of whether the listener desires to remember them or not. What is this? It was excavated from some old ruins. It's still under repair. Obviously, it's an audio device of some type. Long ago, people would listen to this melody just as we are doing now. At times they would have been cheered up, while at times they might have been made to cry. By the way, what brings you here today? Yeah, that's right. Alice asked me to borrow some camera equipment from you. Yes, her wedding day is tomorrow, right? Understood. You'd better get them ready then. And dinner should be ready soon. Would you like to join us? Would I ever? I was hoping you would ask. We still have some cleaning up to do out here. Would you mind giving Midori some company back in the house? Okay, take your time, Doc. Go ahead and eat when dinner is ready. Haha, go right ahead. Will not be held responsible if you get a stomachache from eating my wife's, my Yuri's cooking. I feel strange when I listen to this music. I feel something warm inside. That just may be because you have something living inside of you. You too must have liked this music a long time ago before it became part of you. The imagery of that object, it looks a lot like the Xenosaga Zohar. Well, rather, it looks like the Xenosaga Zohar's colors put on what I know the Zohar looks like in Gears. Actually, be better to live an ordinary life in this condition, as the son of man. I mean, I suppose I'd better just gyro at least. Be. This is an omen. What is going to happen? That was good. Cooking never fails to impress you, Wee. Thank you for such a delicious meal. Welcome. Am I cooking that much? Ever to cook for you anytime, Faye. Bring the equipment you need to the village tomorrow morning myself. Not exactly make me feel comfortable to have you handle such delicate instruments, I'm afraid. Have I heard that line before? That's alright by me. Well, see you tomorrow, Doc. Good night, Yui, Midori. Good night. Looking forward to the tomorrow's wedding. Good night, Doc. Good night. Oh, Faye, please be careful. I mean, path is dangerous when it's so dark. What's wrong, Doc? Nothing to worry about. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Earthquake? What's that? Nice. Doc, some flying objects went towards Lahan. They saw them too. Thereby their shadows may appear to be a group of gears from our neighbor country, Kislev. Gears? Oh no, they're headed directly for Lahan. As I just saw? It's my case. Right. No. Lahan's. Alice, Timothy, Dr. Uzuki, Faye. Doctor, I just came out of nowhere and landed right in our village. I know. What on earth are they doing? Starting a battle here. Are you all okay? Yes, but it's Dan. We can't find him anywhere. I'll go look one more time. Alice, go ahead and get out of the village. No, Timothy, wait. You, Alice, and the rest of the village should evacuate to a safer location. You know I can't just leave Dan behind. Timothy. I understand how you feel. Leave the rest up to Faye and me. Primary path thing you should be concerned with is your own safety. Timothy, your responsibility is to protect Alice. Just as Doc says. Two of you get out with the village now. Get out of the village now. Don't worry about Dan. Knowing him, he has already evacuated and is waiting for you. Right. Okay, Alice. Let's let Dr. Uzuki and Faye handle it from here. It's okay. Thank you, Doctor. Hey, please look out for Dan. Don't worry. If he still happens to be in the village, I'll be sure to save him. Both of you, hurry! Go check inside the houses to see if anyone's left behind. Hey, please go around the village and get the stragglers to a safe location. Alright, but Doc, you be careful, too. You too, Faye. Faye, are we jumping in? Are we hijacking? Wait, Faye. Now do this, Faye. You must not fight here. Faye. Hit by Lamb, Ignis style. Experience easy mode set. Synchronizing input interface with pilot's normal reflex time. Wait, combat mode. About to enter combat. To that 1,200 units of fuel left. You left combat ring in upper left. You just like to pack. And it's auto attack sequence. This is a lot. Five. Reinforcements, huh? Right here. How many of them are there? There's no choice. To fight. The way you were fighting. Oh, this is not good. If he awakens here. Doc! Ben? You're alright. You know what you're doing here. You know how worried Alice and Timothy are. Hi, Dr. Uzuki. I got out of the village earlier and I came back. I just couldn't bear to think of leaving my sister's wedding dress behind. You tried to save your sister's wedding dress? Such a sentimental little boy. Guys, get out of there! Let's evacuate to a safer spot while Faye has their attention. Use their After the gear Faye is in. Faye's inside that monster? Faye is bound by the dark and cruel destiny of God. Come on now, Dan. You better get away from here. Dan! You're still, in the village. Boy, I'm glad you're okay. Huh? No. Timothy! Wait, don't shoot! Stop it! These people have nothing to do with you! Timothy. Out of the way! Wait, I said stop it! I think we just killed everyone. Where am I? Doc! You finally gained consciousness, Faye. What happened? Hey, please. Timothy. Alice. What did I... Yes. Well, that is... Murderer! Man, what do you mean? Hey. It's because you had to get in that monster. Alice and Timothy. The people of the village are all... You killed everyone using that monster! You have to find the middle of the village. How do you even know how to operate such a monster? Her mother. I told you so. Said not allowing someone we knew nothing about into our village would spell disaster. It hurts. Yeah. Don't keep away, I'm scared. My sister. Give me back my sister. Man. Nothing to be gained from putting the blame all on Faye alone. There's more. You know Faye had no control over the malfunction of that gear. I know that. But I hate you. Ah. Um, that's his name. That's not what he said. Might be better if we left him by himself for a little while. He does not know what to do with his grief, his anger. Hey, maybe a good idea for you to leave this place. There's no guarantee that reinforcements from yesterday's unit are not going to come back. They'll probably want to know what happened to their comrades. Also, if you stay here, I don't think the atmosphere is going to be very joyful, if you know what I mean. Probably for the best that you and all the other villagers here. For you and all the... Yes, you're right. This disaster happened because I was here. But what am I supposed to do now? Well, why not go through the Black Moon Forest and head for Ave? If the soldiers from yesterday were not from Ave. You can manage to get to the Ave side, they will not be able to track you down very easily. Okay, I understand, Doc. Well, anyway, please take care of the rest of the things here, Doc. Of course. Do take care now. That monster. That works. I've been wanting to play it for a while, welcome. Hi. I've been wanting to play Xenogears for a while because I'm a big Xenoblade fan. And I want to see the roots of the whole thing, so I had to find out where how things started, and now I can get all the references. I can get all the references in the later Monolith Soft games that stem from here. But when I was little, I never had a PlayStation 1 growing up, so it's not much of a surprise that that it slipped my my notice. I've never even played like a proper Final Fantasy game. I don't know if there's a way to change targets. Yup. Another art point because I guess I got higher level. I see, I see. I can make more actions in turn. New enemies! Definitely doesn't help that the Final Fantasy got all the spotlight. I I never heard of I don't think I'd ever heard of Xenogears until I got into Xenoblade. But I had heard about, like, Final Fantasy VII. Way back up, don't I? Yeah. And me not having a PlayStation for much of my youth, right? Because I had a PlayStation 2 for a while. But never any like RPGs, no Final Fantasies or kind of it's kind of funny though that this has ended up being the last it's kind of funny for me because I started with Xenoblade 1's 3DS release. That's where I started with Xeno, and so I had heard all about. I only ever heard Xenogears, and then even Xenosaga brought up in relation to the Xenoblade, and little guy. I find you, or is another guy? Oh. Yeah, I really like the Xenoblade, and I've been. They take. They still have a lot of things that they draw from these older games. So like, even just imagery and stuff that I've seen. Like I've been playing Xenosaga lately off stream because I've been having a bit of quirks with it, but I've just been having fun playing it on my own time. But but I've noticed things like I'm picking up on the things that that get recycled into Xenoblade, like the testaments into Mobius and the oh, and we came back up the wrong side. So most of my knowledge about this game comes from the things that I've heard people talk about in relation to Xenoblade and the games that have come out since. Like, I've heard people compare, like, I think people compared the story of Xenoblade 2 to specifically Gears, I think. And of course, I have heard of the Perfect Works. Not read it. I've not even watched anything specifically about it, so I am aware of the existence of things like the Zohar and a few boss names. But I've got no clue how it all ties together. They don't use attacks that do 15 times as much damage as the other attacks.
Katinayu tat vadaintuna achva. Valna rantak. Rana kalti. Throw down your weapon. Make one wrong move and I'll shoot.
Is that German? Turn around. Said, turn around. You shaking? Be quiet. It seemed to be one of the Kislev soldiers who were after me, but don't move. I have orders to kill all surface dwellers, lambs, I come into contact with. Yeah, so okay, it is more and more apparent the comparison between between the whole setup of this world and Xenoblade 3, cuz if you've not played Xenoblade 3, there are two warring factions that are always in battle. Kevis and Agnes, K and A, as the first letter. And also, both those words just mean lamb. Not my mission. Nothing personal. Question for you. How do I get out of the forest? Lost? Just answer my question. How do I get out of here? Maybe I'm looking for the way out of here too. Oh. Why are you just gonna stand there like that? If you're going to shoot me, then hurry up and do it. Odd thing to say. Don't you understand the situation you're in? I mean, the guy's had one story that no studio has let him write for like 20 years. He had play. Okay, guys, hear me out. 6-part saga for Xenogears. We'll start with episode 5 or whatever, and then we'll go from there. And Square is like, yeah, we're not gonna deal with that. So just get back to work in the Final Fantasy mines. And it's like, oh, fine, I'm gonna go do it myself. And goes and forms Milo Soft. It's like, hey, Capcom, I've got a game series for you. And it's like, oh boy, a Final Fantasy competitor. Rush it out now. We're not going to give you the time and budget you need. Rush it out now. Faster, faster, faster. What's that? The second game flopped? Well, you get one more game to wrap up your 6-part saga. Okay, fine. And, hey, you guys have some skills. Could you come over here? The Nintendo's like, hey, could you come over here and help us out with some stuff? Oh, by the way, we'll let you make one game, whatever you want. Just go for it for the Wii. Like, okay, I guess we'll just throw something together here. Something completely different. Oh, hey, why don't you make it a Xeno game while you're at it? Okay, we didn't have that planned, but now I guess. Okay, we're doing this. We got a whole series now. The poor guy they have one goal: to tell one story with an extensive amount of religious references. I think last year Xenoblade X Definitive Edition, they let a character a Xenoblade character finally quote the Book of Revelations. Takahashi. But yeah, it's also very obviously like they're trying to make those connections. Very much like the main character of 3's DLC. His name is Matthew, and he looks and fights exactly like Faye. He's even got the same like hair thing dangling. And fights with his fists. Same kind of like rough, sweary attitude even. Then there's a lot of imagery I found in Xenosaga 1 that is very similar to stuff that gets put into Xenoblade. Every Xeno game has mechs of some kind, I think, except technically 2's pretty light. No, 2 has some mechs, but 2's pretty light on the mechs. But every game has mechs. It all comes back to mechs, gods, the nature of humanity. and the Zohar/Conduit. Um, yeah, they've gotten pretty different now. Like Xenoblade is very distinct because Xenoblade is much more like sci-fi fantasy than like Xenosaga, which was all sci-fi with only the faintest touch of fantasy. Um, and then I'm guessing that Xenogears is a lot more. It's kind of balanced out right now, but it's still very much. I guess it's more like Xenoblade in terms of like fantasy versus sci-fi. But they've all got the kind of like post-apocalyptic stuff, and yeah. Guy whose life is worthless. There's no point to me living anyway. Stay back. What are you aiming at? Here, shoot me here. Come on. You mocking me? You're weird. Something's very wrong with you. You at least resist a little bit. What's this? Who are you? Keep your hands up. Ellie. She didn't introduce herself. Worst elf. Did not expect to see. Oh, that's weird. That's weird for my preconceived notion of Xeno. Are you alright? Hang in there. You finally. Oh no! Oh no! It's Skyrim again! No! you, you finally woke up. You didn't move for so long, I started to worry. How are you feeling? You still intend to kill me? Go right ahead and shoot me. But you better not do it while we're in this forest. Forest monsters hate loud noises, you know? Don't talk to me if you don't want to. I don't want to kill you to thank me for tending your wounds. Thanks. But you shouldn't have helped me. I think it will save your life, though. It doesn't change a thing. What are you so afraid of? Afraid? Just being cautious. Natural for me to be this cautious, considering that some of the suspicious surface-dwelling land. Don't you worry. I'm not gonna do anything. But you're much more suspicious than I am. Huh? So what's your name? I don't give my name to a surface dweller, lamb. What's with you, this lamb thing? We're both lost in this forest, surrounded by dangerous monsters. Should we at least be cooperating with each other until we get out of here? So what's your name? It's gonna be hard for us to cooperate with one another without at least knowing each other's names. Okay? My name is Faye. Faye Fong Wong. You can call me Faye. I'm Elhen. My parents call me Ellie. Ellie, huh? Somehow I already knew that. Oh yeah, that's right. Right, yeah, that's another thing that gets reused for Xenoblade 3 that I heard people talk about. Right. This game gets weird. um... You know, now that I think about it, the main character of Xenoblade 3 had a very similar reaction meeting the main meeting the... Yeah, no, it's very similar to Noah meeting Mio. So, in Chapter 1 of Xenoblade 3, the two main characters are fighting because they're on opposite sides of a war. Like this, kind of. And then all of a sudden, Noah starts getting this feeling like, hey, we should run. Why did I say that? Why did I think we should run? Am I the one coming up with these thoughts? Why am I thinking these? That's... So I'm seeing the parallel there. Of course, I don't know how deep they went with... I know they went deep with the biblical stuff here. But I don't know how deep it really goes, because compared to like Xenoblade 3, because again, I've mentioned this before, Xenoblade 3's Chapter 1 is literally the fall of man from the biblical fall of man. That's just the plot of Chapter 1 of the Xenoblade 3. Anyway, it's too dangerous to travel in these parts this late at night. Let's wait till daybreak before we continue looking for a way out of here. If that's okay with you? We have no choice, do we? Okay then, Ellie. How about having something to eat? Fair warning, expect me to be talking a lot about Xeno stuff, because I very much care about this. Oh. Hello? That doesn't look normal.
Wait! Hey! Don't leave me here! Wait!
You must be lonely here by yourself. Faye.
Think.
Faye. Faye.
I think there's some reincarnation shenanigans going on, but I'm not entirely sure. I've not... Part of me wishes I'd studied up, but on the other hand, I'm glad that I get to experience it. But boy, is it gonna send my paranoia to overdrive trying to make connections. Hey? You awake? You have a party member! Oh! Lots of attacks. Lightning, fire... Okay. Ellie's got 4 elements, and Faye has chi. Ether has been consistent. I know. I see that now. Where do we go? I'm guessing we're going south. You. Watch the cliffs. Box. And treasure. I'm not used to the buttons. Survival tent. A lot of this is very similar to Xenosaga, specifically Xenosaga 1. Rival tents are like the biospheres and I think there's still a lot of people who there's a lot of people who play Xenoblade, but yeah, there's definitely not as many people who play the older games, to my knowledge. Though that's largely because Capcom and Square Enix are not doing anything with the properties. There's no way to get the games legally and properly without like them being like extremely expensive. Like Xenosaga and Xenosaga 3 goes for like $200 something. Yeah. So there's not much in the way of cannot navigate. Platforming. Not something I'm used to having to do. Birds! Honestly, would not be surprised if the next thing that they do, if next thing Square does is, I would not be surprised if the next thing they do is to make like another Final Fantasy VII remake. That is something that I could believe that they would do. Another thing that makes the Xenogames really inaccessible is specifically Xenosaga, is that two majorly important parts of Xenosaga's story Pied Piper and A Missing Gear never got official English translations, but there are resources for fan translations, and in the case of Pied Piper, because it was a 2004 phone game in Japan only, with on a service that died like the year Xenosaga 3 came out. There is the option of a complete fan remake. That there is a full fan remake that uses just like all the official stuff, but just adds in some quality of life features and some deeper gameplay options, like skill trees that were absent. So that's very good to be able to just find and have access to. But still, 20 years that Pied Piper was lost media, and it's integral to the story of Xenosaga 3. One of the main villains is introduced, is like, you get their backstory and their connection to a main party member in Pied Piper, but you don't get to see anything about that in 3. It just dropped on you. Meanwhile, I think the only thing that's like canonical but out of the way and hard to get for Xenoblade now, because all 4 games are available on the Switch in their optimal form. The one thing that's out of the way to get is weirdly the Siren model kit, like the Gunpla, I think, is the kind of thing where it's like you build the mech figure. That model kit has canon lore on it that's like worth knowing. It's like not important to the story, but it's just fun background detail. Hey, yesterday you said your life is worthless. What did you mean by that? You're asking. Why? Yesterday you looked like you had a death wish. You think it wouldn't make me wonder? Say, how did you get stranded in this forest in the first place? I should ask you the same question. Well, I ran away from my village. Or what's left of it. Village, you don't mean... Uh-huh. The small village that existed between this forest and the mountain range. I ran away from there. Village? It was a nice, peaceful village. Everyone there treated me like family. Then last night, a group of gears suddenly appeared and started fighting right in the middle of the place. The village was engulfed in flames, and I couldn't just stand there and watch the hum be destroyed. So, to try to save the villagers, I got an empty gear, not even knowing how to operate it. Maybe I could do it. No, it's more like someone whispering to me. Someone whispering to me, telling me to do it. It was a disaster. The village was it destroyed by the Kislev army? Okay. No. The village was destroyed by me. Yes, it was me. I destroyed the hut. I'm sure of it. What do you mean you destroyed it? I thought you were trying to help save the villagers. I did try to help. I actually took out a few gears. Then I came under heavy fire from a new group with my friend Timothy. He was hit by a hail of bullets. I lost it. Everything just went dark. I don't remember anything after that. The gear I was in went out of control. Well, that's what the doc said. When I came to, everyone in the village and everyone in it was... She was such a... I also took the... Oh god, everybody... All such good people. The gear? What about the village? Hey? Yes, the gear. chase. Entered A1 territory. Pick up now. It's too important. Done it. Done this match now. Spawn. Present after is dropping. Maintain altitude. Land now. Regroup on the ground. Let's engage them. Fighting there, they wouldn't have tried to pilot that gear. It's all their fault, not mine. They're the ones to blame. They'd never come. None of this would have happened. Not for them. Enough of that. You're a coward. Coward? Me? Yes, you're a coward. All you're saying is them. Them. Not talk as if you had no part of the blame as well. To blame. Yes, that's right. Of course, the direct cause of the battle was that a gear made an emergency landing in your village. All Kislev wanted was the gear, right? They weren't invading or out to destroy Lahan. Real damage occurred because you climbed in the gear and tried to fight back. Whatever made you get into that gear? Not just anyone can pilot them, it takes training. There's no way a civilian could hope to pilot one. Besides, you should have been helping the villagers flee to safety instead. If you blamed the damage on a gear when it was your decision to fight in the first place. You should take some of the responsibility yourself. Why are you putting all the blame on others? Just running away, that's what makes you a coward. You put it that way, yes, that's right, I am a coward. I realized my own strength and have been blaming what happened as a result of that on others. Pitiful excuse for me. Rush of blood in me, and I couldn't help myself. Couldn't help myself or help others. What do you know? When I came to, I was surrounded by piles of rubble. I didn't know what had happened or what I had done. I remembered absolutely nothing. All I knew was that my hands could still feel what they had done. The only things that penetrated the gear's barriers screams. Screams accompanied by the stitch of blood, the sound of crushing bones, my own curses. Look at my hands. Can you hear their voices? Can you understand this feeling? The feeling of having destroyed your village with your own hands? Of not being able to do anything for the children left behind? They have nothing. I have nothing. I have nowhere, no one. We want to get in. I had no choice, there was no other way. Why did I go and say that to him?
You talk as if it's not your responsibility.
No. I didn't do anything.
They died because you had to pilot the gear and start fighting.
It wasn't me, can't you understand?
Not just anyone can pilot those machines, you know.
I didn't do it.
Why won't you take responsibility?
I'm not so strong.
Why are you trying to put the blame on others?
I'm not even all that talented.
You're a coward!
That's right. I'm a coward.
Yes, that's right. I am a coward. Hello! Ah! No. Ellie. Are you alright? She's unconscious. Ow. What do I do? Uh. Hey, I've been searching for you. Here, you could use this. Hold on. I mean, I can use this one thing. Doc, I have a favor to ask. I'll defeat this monster. If it looks like I'll go out of control like last time, then shoot me. Let's pray that won't happen. Oh yeah, very, very fun. Uzuki, Seaton's last name, Uzuki, is the last name of the main character of Xenosaga. Delightful. 0 damage. I very much hope about this game is that the because one of the things that bothered me with Xenosaga 1 was how difficult and annoying it was to repair and heal your eggs. The mechs you get in Xenogears are very annoying to refuel or to repair, because most of the time you only can do so with items which you can't buy at just any shop. I don't know if I'm doing this right though. I feel like I'm missing something. That might just be the slow. Yay! Victory! Hey, are you alright? I guess so. The fight with the Rancor was remarkable. The ordinary gear could not defeat that monster. You certainly keep yourself in good shape. What'd you bring this here, Doc? This? I mean, Weltell? Paul? This is the gear that destroyed our village. They bothered bringing it here. I never want to see another gear again. I understand how you must feel. In order to protect yourself, you need a certain degree of strength. Even more since we are being pursued. A certain degree of strength is needed for self-defense. And if it weren't for this gear here, Ellie and I being at Rankar's stomach right now, this power goes beyond what is necessary. So I really need the power to destroy everything? I need that kind of power. I just hate gears. Using power or being used by power, is that not a problem of the heart? Humans do not use their power for humans do not use their power for wrong. It can be a good thing. I believe such power can help us. In that respect, I know you will be fine. I'm sure it sure helps you out this time. Am I right? To believe that. Something is holding me back. This gear. At least Ellie is safe now. Means you've come too? I'm Sitson, friend of Faye's. I almost didn't make it. If I had not helped you, I hate to imagine, or I hate to think what might have happened. I was not too pleased with his rashness and trying to take on that Rancor with just his bare fists. Bare fists! I'm glad to see that you were able to find a use for what I brought you. Let's just say we are borrowing what the Kislev army left behind. Thank you, Faye. This makes twice. I'll mention it. Just put it on your tab. It's getting dark. Let's make camp now and start out early tomorrow. But if you look tired, I need to make some repairs to our friend here. No use. Then the actuator and bypass circuit are both ruined. The actuator can be fixed, but the circuit needs to be replaced. Have trouble sleeping there? Imagine you would. I've had quite a day. This is the machine they used when the village was attacked. There's another machine left sitting on the outskirts of the village. Yours, right? Nobody does the goose. As I thought. Missing pilot from the gear that made an emergency landing in Lahan. A mysterious woman found wandering lost in the forest. Actually, one and the same person. Judging from your uniform, I'd say you're with the military, am I correct? Oh, who are you? Take the ID tags of soldiers who died in the attack on Lahan. The design on their tags and the design on your uniform are they're the same. Don't worry, they were given proper burials, but they may have not been too pleased to die in a foreign land. Maybe. They know about you. I think he has realized yet. Likely, they knows nothing of the world outside Lahan. Yeah. But how come? In any case, it is best if we do not pry into each other's past anymore. But let's just say that I know a little more about the world than most do. Anyway, Ellie, I have a favor I must beg you to do. What is it? Go straight ahead and you will come to a road. Just keep going. Would you please leave us while Faye is still sleeping? Unfortunate things keep happening around Faye. I'd like to protect him if possible. I do not want him caught up in any vain struggles. So saying this for your benefit, Ellie. You do not belong here. Go back to your family. Do not worry. I'll tell Faye what... I will not tell Faye what your true identity is. I'll just tell him you went to meet up with your family. It's not that. I did something terrible to him. I want to apologize. Terrible? They told me it was our fault your village was destroyed. They kept saying if only they hadn't come. I called Faye a coward because he was trying to escape from the responsibility. But in fact, it was me who was trying to escape from taking the blame. Had it crash landed there, they would all still be living peacefully now. All those innocent people would have been caught up in the tragedy that I accused Faye. You are rare. You didn't expect your people would ever think like that. Your people, surface dwellers, are nothing more than domesticated animals, are they not? Governments able to control over the surface dwelling lands. Yeah, okay. Well, hang on. Let me grab the book. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Yep, let's see now. Abel became the keeper of the flock, Cain a tiller of the soil. Abel for his part brought one of the best firstlings of his flock. Yeah, that's very subtle there. Possessing the right to give life and death unto those they see fit. You seem to feel responsibility toward Faye and the villagers. Why is that? I know myself. Juggy and I thought I was taught surface dwellers were stupid and base. And that is why you have to control them. I'm meeting Faye, something about him made you feel differently? Yes. He's no different than we are. In fact, he seemed more powerful. He possesses something we don't. He also risked his life to save twice. So your people will feel ashamed at having received such an act. You are grateful to Faye. Because my father, he had an open mind to surface dwellers. And then he was a surface dweller. No one knew about her. I am the same as Faye. Nothing that mine. I understand. I am sorry. Another just was saying we should not. Sorry. As we're saying we should. Is my nature, you know? My wife says I'm too persistent and that I talk too much. Personally, I don't think I talk too much. Probably best you return home to your country. They should not be here. Return to headquarters, but then worried. Yes. Worrying is natural. Even I used to worry once too, you know? I can handle what to tell. You better go now. Ellie gone yet? So you're awake. Yes, I woke up midway. I only heard part of what you two were discussing. That's what she is? She is... I know. It's not Ellie's fault. Maybe the village is all my fault. I took out all my pent-up feelings on Ellie. I'm the one who should apologize. Hey, do not blame yourself. It was not your fault either. You're just trying to protect the village. By the way, how is everyone from the village doing? No worry, Yui's taking care of them. I told her to leave soon and take them all to a certain place. They should be safe for a while. So you just worry about yourself for now. Yeah, Doc. Now, do what we should do next. Should we leave this forest and head for the desert town of Dazzle? We may learn what Abe and Kislev are up to. Not to mention getting some parts for Welltel. Leader of Ave is not going to sit back and let the other knight's fiasco go by unpunished. What's that? Boom, it is an aerial battleship from Ave. Yep, a battleship. Never heard of Ave having anything like that. course, it does not come from Ave originally. Most likely it belongs to the Gebler forces stationed in Ave. Gebler. Special forces from the Sacred Empire of Solaris, known as Gebler. I'm sure you have heard something about them. They're an organization providing large-scale military aid to the Kingdom of Ave. They got Benigna several months ago. Until then, Ave was being routed by Kislev. With Gebler's help, they've managed to regain half their losses. Now they're expanding their territory and gathering resources buried in the ruins. Elder's talking about it. Is Ellie part of that? Quite possibly so. Their group has superior technology and power. It's rumored that they are solely to get the resources in the ruins. Surprised they are using something as powerful as that airship. It must be to surpass the recent border skirmishes. They are fighting the Kislev Empire, yes. It seems that they have found new ruins on the northern edge of Ave. Those ruins are under a 500-year-old temple. 3 weeks ago, Kislev took over those ruins. Most likely, they are fighting over that. Desert monsters! Sand sharks! Delightful! This is Dazzle. Yes, that's right. Desert Town of Dazzle. It's like Star Wars. Stands lively. Center for all excavations in Ave. People come from all over Ignis to try and find the resources buried in the ruins around here. Be able to find out what Ave and Kislev are up to here. We also have to gather the things we need to repair Weltal. Yes, we must exchange the broken parts to fix Weltal. Otherwise we'll not be able to function at all. There is a church workshop, Ethos workshop, in the southern part of the town. Let's go there. Okay, Doc. Check this place out then. You ran before? I think that if you cause trouble, you'll get away with it. Ave Army Guards, remember that. Fix the generator since it's broken. Make it. It's buried gear generators. I can tell I'm enjoying it. I'm probably going to be things I do not understand. I'm probably gonna throw the OST into like my loop as I you know what, actually every Xeno game has great music. The worst, like, none of them have bad music. Some of them are an acquired taste, sure. Not everyone's Xenoblade X's soundtrack is not everyone's cup of tea at first, but I don't think there is a bad soundtrack in the entire franchise from what I've gone through so far. There are a few stinkers. I think there was one or two songs, like background tracks, and there's a few that I'm not a big fan of, but but by and large, I think like a few specific songs, but I like all of the soundtracks. Also, I'm enjoying the environments and like the art. I'm wishing I had a CRT TV to see how it was like originally intended to look. Here a save cube somewhere around here. This is neat, I can get a good view from here. Here's a noisy place. So yep. They expect this kind of atmosphere. Even so. I like having a big Joe that you're trying to drink in peace. Can't y'all shut up, pig? Who do you think you are? You're Big Joe or Big Schmug? You don't mess with me. Yeah, you sure talk big. Can you dig for treasure as good as your talk? Say? You're tough. I was looking for junk laying around. Wanted you to do something more productive for once. Looking wild. Right, run home to mama, little boys. This This man sure likes to make his presence felt. We can talk to him later. Actually, I know what I can do is save. I can just back out. Yay. Now we can poke around without having to worry about having to redo anything. Working worker gears have no chance against the military worker gears at excavating. Be able to operate it. We're not a sand buggy. The type of vehicle designed for the desert terrain. Then later. Or some the Eco's headquarters. Eco's headquarters. So is that this then? I'm gonna guess so. So this is the Ethos Workshop, eh, Doc? It's the Ethos Workshop are the only places that officially repair gears. Let's see if we can get the parts we need to fix Weltall here. Say time is money, so we should do whatever we can as soon as we are able to. How can we help you? Does it bother you? Our gear is broken down, so I'd like to buy some parts to fix it. Okay. Tell me what parts you're after. Yes, we're hoping to replace an X29 model injection bypasser. We use the latest military models. We don't keep those kinds of parts in stock here. Is it the Ethan quarters? This place is belonging to civilian use. See, sorry to have bothered you. I will admit that a part of me is excited to get to the infamous Disc 2. Just so that I can see. I want to know how they end Disc 1 and see personally Disc 2's infamous chair. Doc, do you have a moment? I need to talk to you. Yes, of course, Faye. Faye, what do you want to talk about? It's about Wiltall. Can't find the parts we need, so is it alright if we just don't fix it? Repair it? What is the problem, Faye? Well, we've been able to come as far as Dazzle on our own. Doesn't that show we don't need Welltail as much as we thought? I've been thinking that once things cool down, I'd like to go back to Lahan and help rebuild. That's all I can feel I can do now. That's what you want, Faye, then fine. But I think we should try and move Welltail as far away from there as possible. Put it away. But why do we need to do that, Doc? It's only my speculation, but I suspect the incident that evening occurred because the Gebler Special Force stole a Kislev military gear. Force, you mean Ellie's group? Wait. When I examined the broken gear in the village, I realized the Gebler pilot was riding the Kislev gear. Must have had some new technology involved in it for the I almost said Kavesi. Kislev army to send pursuit forces after it. New technology. I expect that the Gebler force was out to steal a new experimental gear. Heard news of Special Forces' failure has reached the capital. They'll be investigating the Lahan area to reclaim whatever parts of the new gear that they can find. Doc, won't the Kislev army still be in Lahan too? Probably. And in that case, there will be a conflict between Abe's inspection team and Kislev's pursuit troops. If they find where we have hidden Welltall, the armies will fight over it. Who gets to take right near Lahan. But to avoid any problems, we should move Welltall somewhere else right away. We can't fix it in order to move it. Staying here will solve nothing. Fortunately, this is not the center of all excavation. This is the center of all excavation work in this country. There's bound to be some information we can find on the parts. Anyway, the fear is often worse than the danger itself. We should not let such fears hold us back. Lord. So lively. You? This not have great posture. Drinking too. Who's my life companion? Especially in a world like this. Everyone's searching for dough and dynamite. Ha, how unromantic. Yay! Yay, we heal. I we just need to find a save thing. Tyrannosaurus, but he wouldn't listen. Fools. They're high and mighty. I'd like to keep going, but I think I need to, oh, there's a sand buggy. That's it, Faye. Another way to get the parts we need for Weltall. Let's go back to the rental shop and rent out this buggy. What do you intend doing, Doc? Leave it to me, wait and see. Let's, still can't find a save block thing in there, so we'll just go back out to the world map and save out here. Yeah, I think we'll be done for today. Definitely gonna be playing a lot more of this, because we got a lot to get through. I think estimates usually show that this is like 80-hour games and 80-hour adventures, so we're gonna be doing this for a while. We'll figure out where's a good day for it. Probably Fridays, but they're not. Yeah. Let's see, what's the plan? So Monday's been Metroid. Wednesday is, I guess, is open, so probably put things back up Wednesday unless I really feel like sidetracking like Pokemon or something. And then next week, Friday, is we're playing we're playing tabletop RPG with my friends, me running the game, and that is very fun because we're doing a sci-fi game with the Daggerheart system, and absolutely no influence from any personal favorite games of mine are falling in. Nope, not at all. Don't even bother looking for it. Whew. Also just boot up the game on my own time to do little things. I don't know if there's a lot of missable content, but I might at least want to do like just explore and poke around and see what there is. Until Monday, take care, have a good night. I don't really have any nuggets of wisdom to offer in particular. Play Xenogears, Xenosaga, Xenoblade, and good literature, I guess. Read good literature, and who doesn't want a space odyssey? Okay. Bye. Take care.